Everybody will begin the meeting of the Public Health, Safety, and Transportation Committee, called to order. It is May 14th, 2024 at 4 p.m. Please call the roll.
Chairperson Mike Seville.
Present.
Vice Chair Bill Donnell.
Here.
Alderwoman Wani Garza.
Here.
Alderman John Lash.
Present.
Alderman Ted Masiacos.
Present.
5 present.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is approval of the minutes. 24-0327, approval of the minutes from the Public Health, Safety, and Transportation Committee meeting held on April 23rd, 2024.
So moved.
Second.
And moved by Alderman Lesh, second by Alderwoman Garza. Any corrections, additions, or deletions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried 5-0. Any public comment for this meeting?
No, there is not.
Okay, we'll go to the agenda then, an item that was held over from last time. 24-0266, resolution establishing the maximum number of licenses for tattoo and body art establishments in the city of Aurora in accordance with Chapter 25, Article 11, tattoo and body art establishments. Alex, welcome.
Thank you. Good afternoon, PHST Committee. Alex Voigt from the Mayor's Office. I'm here on behalf of Lisa Zepeda. So I did send out some supplemental information on Wednesday, May 8th, that gave the background. The tattoo and body art ordinance underwent substantial amendments from late 2022 into 2023. And one of the items that was included in that was the City Council creating licenses per shop. That, in conjunction with the half-mile buffer, the zoning ordinance that was put in, was just to manage the number of shops. We haven't had a lot of applications, but the council wanted to put in some information that would create some boundaries around the number coming in. So the application before you meets all the requirements of the ordinance. The map that has been provided has the 4 existing tattoo shops as well as the 1 proposed. It does meet the distance requirements. And with that, I can take any other questions.
Any questions of Alex?
I just have one. So in looking at these maps, and this is a little different map than you first showed us, some of them had quarter-mile radiuses, but when we say half-mile buffer, that's from one establishment to another one.
Correct.
Even though the buffers kind of overlap,
So the first map that you saw was when we were deciding what the buffer would be. This is the buffer that the City Council approved, which was the half-mile. And the half-mile buffer is consistent with other distance requirements, similar for the alternative financial solutions, the cannabis. The council decided to just keep it consistent. So the map you have before you is the actual buffer.
So these circles are
Existing.
a mile,
Half-mile,
half-mile radius?
correct.
So all for the straight across would be a mile. So these share a buffer, and I'm thinking that's okay?
So if it
Because
was.
you're supposed to be a half mile from the other establishment?
Correct. So, apologies. The existing tattoo parlors, we did not make subject to the distance requirements because they're there, they've been there. It's any new ones. But we did want to make sure to reflect the current locations. Does that answer the question?
I think I know thank you.
Okay. So the 3 steps that you laid out in your email is the license that what we're doing today, and then they make an application for the zoning.
No, the email that I provided to the committee were the 3 steps that were undertaken in revising the tattoo ordinance as a whole. First, we amended the
okay, gotcha,
Yep.
okay.
So first, the council approved the substantial amendments to the ordinance. Then part of that was to create the step that the council approves any new licenses going forward. We grandfathered in the 4 existing. This would be a new one, taking us to 5. And then the last part of the ordinance was implementing the zoning, the distance requirements. So I just wanted you to have the full
Gotcha.
picture of what was done and why you have an application before you. So if the committee forwards this application and it's approved by the City Council, that will create the license and allow the shop to move forward with the next steps to open.
Mhm. Okay. Alderman Lesh?
Is this in the first or second ward?
Do you know? That's the
For-
one thing I didn't look up.
It's
Let me
in the
see what
first ward, I'm
address
sure.
is.
It looks pretty close first.
It
but-
is 559 High Street, so let me pull that up quick.
I think you're right, it is the first. but- And I guess my follow-up question is, has the alderman in the first ward looked through this and taken a position?
We don't typically put licenses in front of an individual alderman. They have the opportunity to review it, as do all of the aldermen when it's put forward at the council. If it were a specific project that the alderman was involved in, we would, but that's not a typical part of the process. It is the first ward.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Any other questions? Any discussion?
So I have a question. Okay, 559 High Street is close to the St. Joe Church and also St. Nicholas Church. So they don't have nothing to do with this?
No.
If they're close to the churches?
Nope. No, because there's no sale of alcohol or tobacco, so there's no distance reduction requirement with this type of license.
Okay.
Okay. Is there a motion?
Are there other questions I can answer?
I believe this follows everything we laid out.
Yes.
I actually have talked to the board, Alderman of Ward 1, made him aware of this. So based on that, for the sake of discussion, I'll move for approval.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
Motion been made by Alderman Donnell, second by Alderman Garza. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried 4-1. Okay,
Okay, thank you.
thank you. Any other business to become before Public Health, Safety, and Transportation Committee? Motion for adjournment is in order.
So moved.
A move to adjourn by Alderman Donnell, second by Alderman Lash. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carried. We are adjourned 5-0 at 4:09 PM. Thank you.